So in the tiny void of time I had in between the spring and winter of seasonal anime, my anticipation steadily grew as I eagerly awaited the likes of My Hero Academia, Food Wars: The Battle of Hell's Kitchen, and Tokyo Ghoul Re, as in this is really going to be canon this time guys, like for realsies. But before they landed, I found myself drifting back to rewatch some random episodes of Black Cat. Not so much because it's a stellar show. In fact, besides a few ideas and reasons I'm about to address, the anime itself is not really that standout. Just another manga adaptation that was published by Weekly Shonen Jump. You know, the same place where Dragon Ball and the likes of the big three originated from. No, I think what stuck out to me when I first stumbled onto and binged all of the show was its strong sense of tone and style. Although it was adapted, it would often use ambitious shots to help convey more meaning from a scene, like reflection shot of a character's face to show them looking at an object. Distinct colour tones and angles that honestly must have taken more effort to make over a conventional one, just because, screw it, it's anime, they can, and it looks cool. It was like the kind of visual direction you'd expect from a tightly done animated movie, except the budget was clearly not cut out for it. I'm willing to bet that's the reason why most of the fights were done in badly lit scenes as to cut more corners. Just a wild guess though. Still, despite this, the show just oozes with a visual style, turning those shortcomings into a plus. One strong example is how they made use of a repetitive cut within the context of a scene that not only gets across what's happening well, but also enhances the point in a sleek and cool way. My point is that despite being just an okay show overall, the creative vision and tone it presented really left an impression on me and made the show a lot more memorable than it would have been if they had just taken a scenic route. Would I recommend the show for anyone to watch? Maybe not. Despite my like for it, and even though I feel it was made with some care and passion, some of it does feel a bit experimental. The fight, as far as I can remember, was a kind of dream state blur, which also adds and takes away from its overall impact. But if you want to see something a bit dated but has taken a lot of creative freedom when adapting from the manga, then I can't think of a better show off the top of my head as an example. Beyond that, your mileage may vary. But the main reason why I bring this up is because despite enjoying a lot of the shows, it just felt like many of them are content with playing it safe and by the numbers. Sure, the elements of the story came across through the animation, but just barely half the time. Manga adaptations are the biggest sinner of this, and to be honest, I really can't blame them. With the mangaka already pretty much given storyboards to work with, and the animation just being one really big advertisement for said manga, why not just copy and paste the scenes? Color remove everything and roll out with that. To be fair, I know to do even that much is not that simple, and given production time and budget, they've got to save their creativity or creative talent for the big set piece moments. Case in point, adaptations of Naruto or My Hero Academia, which honestly is just fine. Still, as I reminisced on the amount of creative ownership that was on display with Black Cat, it struck me that besides films, Kaname of the Iron Fortress, an anime original, and Land of the Lustrous, an adapted work that showed the boon of CGI animation if used right, I struggle to think of the last time I've seen a show that's really taken the reins and tools that anime has, grabbed them and left with it something made in their distinct style and passion. I kind of forgot the last time I've seen a show that has made me sit there and think, you know what, that could have only been done that way in anime. Understandably, such projects take time and a strong vision, the likes of which can only really be fully realised nowadays if you are a well put together studio like Kyoto Animation, a really big name looking to make a splash with a new studio like Studio Mappa did with Terror and Resonance, or apparently just some up and coming creative director who has a passion project on his hands.
Yo, 俺たちはそう持たざるもの ID もない名前もない
Part boxing with a dash of robot exoskeleton, topped off with an art style and premise that takes me back to when I first watched Redline. Megalo Box has really come out swinging with its solid tone and directing, following a young man aptly named Junk Dog who takes part in rigged boxing matches just to make ends meet. There's a great attention to detail that is not only presented in the fight scenes, but is also consistently present in the building of the world and setting, which really helps invoke a sense of place. From nice symbolic touches to just a creative attention to detail, even in the smaller things, the show holds a strong sense of vision and, most importantly, passion. Now, I heard that this was a passion project, but only after doing some digging did it really dawn on me just how true that is. For one, the director Moriyama is making his full directing debut with this show. Before this, he has taken on very respectable jobs by being part of projects such as Death Note, Afro Samurai, Guilty Crown, Lupin III as prop designer, or just a storyboarder for shows, openings, as well as a number of other things. Wait. Background and prop design for Redline? Product design and storyboarder for a few episodes of Black Cat? And what the No, Nope, I'm back in, I'm done. This was unexpected. We have somehow come all the way back around to the beginning. Honestly, I wish I could say I planned this, but, well, if there's anything I could take away from this with the little bit of research I did, is rather telling how the shows that I led on a spill with just so happened to have his contribution on key aspects. And if there's anything you could take away from this, it's from giving a solid track record and the fact that this is a passion project in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Ashita no Joe, a well-received manga adaptation that came out in the spring of 1970, is that this show is being made with a strong vision and it really does bleed through in every frame. And as I watched the opening of the second episode and how they visualize Junk Dog as an actual dog, as it switches back and forth, or how they use his goggles to reflect the poster he was moving past, I knew that I had found the anime that was willing to dare and be creative. And just like that, my Black Cat itch has been scratched. Okay, so real talk, I won't pretend I even know what Ashito no Joy is until like right now, but looking into it, like honestly I must say this is cool. Like, this shows what's been inspired by it. We're in for some good shit. So I started off this short quip to maybe give an incentive as to why you should be watching this, simply based off the 2 episodes that have come out by this recording. But after digging around for things to add into the segment, I honestly have to say that despite already having a crazy start to 2018, as is with the likes of Devilman Crybaby, Violet Evergarden, and at least for me, a surprise hit with A Place Further Than the Universe, we could honestly be looking at another contender for Anime of the Year with this passion project. But time will tell. At the very least, I would highly recommend that you watch it. Hey guys, and thanks for making it through this video with me today. I've got another video in the works, but after doing some research, it's gonna take more time, so I thought I'd do this one first. Yeah, so got a Twitter, you can follow me on there. Don't forget to leave a like and comment on what you think of Megalo Box so far if you watched it already. Subscribe to DSMate for more of the good stuff, and I'll see you on the next voyage.